Hello, today we are going to see how to visualize Windows 7 using a visualization tool called VirtualBox. And for that, we are going to start by downloading and installing the VirtualBox. Then you are going to download Windows 7 ISO file because we want to visualize it. And the ISO file is actually the file which can be loaded in a visualization tool for a user to visualize the operating system. We are going to mount the Windows 7 file into the virtualization software. Then you are going to configure the environment. That is, we are going to pick the different sizes of the different hardwares we want to visualize in the tool. For example, the RAM, the disk space, the number of CPUs, and things of the sort. So we're going to move to downloading and installing the visualization tool. So here it is, VirtualBox. Now here you're supposed to pick the operating system which matches yours, and mine is Windows 10, so I'm going to pick Windows Host. Now I already downloaded the setup and I already installed it. So we're going to go and pick just the one I already used, and the setup I already downloaded, which is here. And you're supposed to see something like this once you download the VirtualBox. And you may also have a shortcut for this application which we are going to launch here. As you can see, I already have Windows 10 virtual software installed, virtual machine installed, which I use for other purposes. So I'm going to add a new one which is for Windows 7. We're going to call it My Windows 7, and we're supposed to pick the ISO file. Now, where can we get this ISO file, the ISO image, which is the second step here? This is a list of links which you can use to download the ISO file which you are going to mount in the visualization software. I downloaded already this one and this one. That is the Windows 7 Home 64-bit and the Windows 7 Pro 64-bit. And I can recommend you to use instead this one, which is more appropriate for the purpose. I'm going to share these links in the comment section for this video, so feel free to use them to download and install them as well. So I already downloaded it, and they are in this file. I'm going with the professional, as I said before. So we're going to the next. Okay, username. We're going to go with an easy username and an easy password. Hostname, an easy hostname. So here is the configuration done. We go to the next, which is actually the configuration of the hardware of the virtual environment, the virtual machine. So we have the base memory. The base memory here is by default 2 GB, which I'm going to leave it that way because I feel comfortable with it. The processors, the default one is 1, and I'm going to keep it there because I feel comfortable with it. Next is the virtual hard disk. I don't have that much space in my computer, so I'm going to go with 10 GB. You can add it if you have more space in your computer. You can also use other configurations. For example, I can use the space allocated to the Windows 10 which I have already installed, but I'm using it for other stuff, so I want to do that. Let's go to the next step. So now you can cross-check to ensure that all the settings are appropriate for you, and once that is done, finish. Now it is launching the VirtualBox, the virtual machine, So the virtual machine containing Windows 7 as its operating system with the configurations we settled earlier. So it may take some time to launch it, but once it will be done, once it will power up the virtual machine, it will appear somewhere here, and we will be able to set it up. Here it is. So it is starting the virtual machine. Let's just resize it. Let's resize it. Windows is loading files. That old feeling of Windows 7. Yes. So it is starting Windows. After this step, it's going to set up the Windows, which can take quite a lot of time. So it can take quite a lot of time, but it's surely worth it, because Windows 7 was one of the most successful version of Windows, one of the most popular as well, and it will really be great to have that feel again, the feel of using it. So it is setting up, and yeah, this can take quite a lot of time, and I would like to let you enjoy that waiting on your own, because it can take maybe 20-30 minutes depending on the processing power of your computer, mine, and also the amount of CPUs and memory allocated to the virtual machine. So mine can take, I think it can take up to 20 minutes. So I don't want to make this video too long. I'm just going to let you enjoy it, and you can feel free to leave any issue you had in the comments, and I'll be glad to respond to you as fast as possible. Thank you for watching this video. See you